Hey, great to be able to sit down with you today. Like I said, thanks for the introduction. My name is Russell Blanch, as was introduced, and I just want to let you know a little bit about, myself before we get started, and I want to ask maybe a few questions of you as well. But I've been in the construction industry my entire career. Went to college a number of times, never got through that gig, and decided I was going to start my own business. And I was working in a model, and we're going to kind of go through some of that here, where I was just trading time for money, even though I had my own business. And so I was looking for something more. And I had a friend that introduced me to this industry. And not this one specifically, this company, but into the industry of network marketing. And I'm so glad that my friend David shared that with me, that he didn't prejudge me in any way. And just like you're taking a look at this today, and I'm glad to be able to sit down with you and share a little bit of my story and see if this makes sense for you. So let me just get started with this. The company that we're looking at is called LifeVantage, and they're at the forefront of biohacking through what's called nutrigenomics. Have you ever heard of that before? No, neither had I. It was something totally new to me. But as I learned more about this, it really excited me because I've seen people stay healthy for a really long time. I've also seen people kind of go through it pretty quick, and their life kind of falls apart at an early age. And it's like, this really intrigued me when I saw this. So I wanted to check more into it. And this company is just leading the entire way of where we're headed. So let's get started with this comparison, and we're going to go through some information here. See if this makes sense for you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. Does that sound fair? Awesome. All right, so let's begin with this. Network marketing, multi-level marketing. Now, as I kind of looked into this deal, and I learned a long time ago that the number one paid industry in the world is professional sports. And I checked myself out the other day, I'm like, that gig ain't never happening. I'm already past my prime. I'm 53 years old. So professional sports isn't an option for me. And then I learned that network marketing is the second highest paid industry in the world. And I'm thinking, well, if I can't do number one, I might as well work and learn and get paid in the second highest paid industry that's out there, network marketing. And so that's why we're talking about this today. Does that make sense to you? Or would you rather be paid on the third or fourth or maybe 10th or 20th, whatever, right? Doesn't it make sense to have better options out there? Yeah, I agree. So that's why I checked into it. But I found that there's some very, very key elements that can give us, maybe the average person, the greatest chance to succeed. First off, we're going to look here, and then I'm going to go to this piece right here, MLM comparison. When we look at Amway, they did $9 billion in sales last year. That's a lot, right? Avon did $6 billion, Herbalife $5 billion, $20 billion, and they paid out 40% in commissions. Some people are making money, right? A lot of people think the industry doesn't work and nobody makes money. This is a lot of billions paid out in commission there. So obviously there's people making money at this deal. You agree? Yeah. Well, what's the difference? Who's the ones making the money, right? Well, some people make a little bit of money in the industry. Some people make replacement income, and some people make like generational retirement type income they can pass on from one generation to the other. And I was interested in that. I wasn't interested in just making a little bit and just having another job. I was interested in making something that I could pass on to my children, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren for generations to come. And I had to learn who are those people and what makes the biggest difference. Let's look right over here. 4 key elements in that deal. Number 1, timing. Timing is the all equalizer in this. If you don't have timing, you're fighting an uphill battle. Next thing, got to have a decent product. And then after that, compensation. Compensation's a big deal because you know what? I'm not going to work for free, right? Then when we put all this together, this thing called mentorship kind of wraps this whole thing together to where if we can be mentored in a direction where somebody's already kind of blazed the trail for us, they've already done it, they've gotten to the top. Doesn't it make sense to you that we might be able to listen and learn from them and have that opportunity to get to the top the same way they did? Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it? Well, these 4 key things are absolutely essential. Now, my wife and I have tried a couple of these other businesses. We worked hard at them for a number of years. We didn't have the success. Well, what we found was in one of them, we were missing timing. The product was good, compensation was decent, timing was there, and we didn't have the mentorship. And another one that we did, product was good, timing was good, compensation was weak. And again, we were missing mentorship. So when we put those 4 things together, we have an awesome opportunity. Okay, so let's look at timing first. Here's the deal with timing. Ground floor or too late? Where do you think it's better to be, at the beginning or the end? Beginning. Makes sense, right? Why? Because when we're starting at the ground floor or down in this area of the opportunity, that means we have the opportunity to help the company grow. As they hit this point of critical mass and they go through this phase of momentum, right? Momentum is where massive 80% of the company's growth takes place here. If we join up here in the too late phase, to me, that's where all of these companies are at here. I wouldn't want to participate. They've already gone through their growth. I wanted to participate in the company's growth, not be a part of a company that's already grown. Does that make sense to you? Absolutely. It totally makes sense, right? There's more opportunity. Now let's look at it this way. If we ran down to the mall and we did a quick little survey with people and went up to them and say, hey, have you ever heard of Amway? Have you ever heard of Herbalife, Mary Kay, Avon, Nu Skin, any of those companies? What do you think the answers are? If we talk to 100 people, yeah, like 99% of the 100 would say they've already heard of those companies. How about if we said, hey, have you ever heard of LifeVantage? And they go, no, what's that? See, to me, that's timing. We have that on our side. We're at the ground floor. We're at that place where we have all of the people in front of us that we know and love and care about that we can share this with, and it's endless, right? We're at the beginning of something that's going to be huge. Now, in the world, they say 150,000 distributors per country is ground floor. LifeVantage, right here, we only have about 80,000 in the world, only about 40,000 here in the United States. That's a huge place to be at the beginning with a proven company that's stable, okay? We're not just figuring it out. We've already gone through some of that part. Okay, let's talk about next products. The product has to be important. What's important about that, it's a consumable product because people consume it, they use it, they love it. The next 30 days, they run out, they got to reorder it. The next 30 days, they got to reorder it. Next 30 days, so on and so forth. That's going to create the type of income you want. Now I want to talk about something here, this Nerve 2 Protandim. There is a thing, you guys all heard of this before. It's called antioxidants, right? Antioxidants. You don't even have to know how to spell, and you can do this business, all right? Antioxidants work on a 1-to-1 ratio. One and done. That's a consumption model. We've been told this for decades. Consume antioxidants. Buy these things. You need them 1-to-1. You know what we found out through the amazing science of the products that LifeVantage has? We help to stimulate these enzymes that we produce in our body. And one of these enzymes, SOD, is one of them, can eliminate up to 1 million free radicals per second. Every second of every hour of the day for about 12 days. One and done, consumption model, or 1-to-1 million, producing our own. What do you think's better? Yeah, producing our own, right? That's absolutely amazing. Well, you don't have to believe me. Matter of fact, we caught the attention of some of the news networks out there, one of them being ABC. ABC Primetime came to LifeVantage and did an investigative report. They drew the blood of John Quinones. You're going to see it. We're going to watch this ABC Primetime video here. And they're going to talk about this condition that all of this stuff leads to, right? Free radicals lead to this condition, oxidative stress. I'd never heard of that before. Have you ever heard of that before? No, it was new to me. I knew what oxidation was. Paint oxidizes, metal rust due to oxidation. I get that. Cut up an apple, right? It oxidizes in front of your eyes, right? It turns brown. So I understood that. I've never heard of this condition. But when I watched this ABC Primetime video, all of a sudden, it's like, holy cow, this stuff is not good for us. I said to myself, I'm going to take that product the rest of my life. Absolutely. I am going to use that, and I'm going to get my family to do it. The first thing I did after I watched that video the first time, I took it home to my wife. I showed it to her. She was interested too. I shared it with my sister. She was interested too. It's like, that stuff's real. So this technology that we have Guys, you maybe never heard about it before, but there have been so many studies on this nerve-2 pathway dealing with this biohacking and helping our bodies to age properly. It's phenomenal. So here's the deal. Nerve-2 got discovered not too long ago, right? Now the scientists became more and more and more interested, and guess what? They've done over 9,000 studies on this now. You can go to this website, PubMed, and check it out. Now, we got this product line. There's a whole bunch more we're going to talk about over here, but I want to cover some money stuff real quick with you. Now, linear versus leverage. This was a new concept to me when it was introduced also. Linear, I didn't realize I was in that model. Linear is you trade time for money. Matter of fact, most people are going to spend 40 to 50 to 60 years of their life working, trying to get to retirement. And the end result is that 95% of Americans will never retire. It just won't happen through this model. So we got to do leverage. Now here's the deal. There's a big barrier between here. We want to go from here to over here to leverage. How do we do that? Start your own business. Problem is, starting the business is franchise. You talk about a McDonald's franchise, Subway, different things like that. McDonald's like over $1 million. It's a huge investment to get to leverage income, right? Or we can do it through a network marketing model where the average person can afford to spend a little bit of money, start a business with inside the business of LifeVantage, and it's a 2 to 5 year deal. We can create a retirement asset through the leverage. Going to show you that in the compensation. So can we check off timing? Yeah. Products, you saw that video. You think we can check off products? Absolutely. I just want to show you something right here. On the product side of things, guys, we have 5 product lines that we're looking at. Health is a product line. That's dealing with this. We take that same Nerve-2 technology, put it in an animal product, the same thing into a skincare line. We also have a smart energy and a smart weight management system. What I want you to focus on now is look at the global spending right here of what we're spending on this. This is over $550 billion in the world being spent on these already. We're targeting a market. We're going to capture a little piece of what everybody's already spending. They're already putting money into that. So all we got to do is shift their spending habits to something that's better, that's proven. Absolutely amazing. Now, how do we do this? Well, our mentors have developed a system, and it's pretty simple. Show that plan 15 times a month. Show that video, that ABC. Show this TearOff sheet 15 times a month, this information, and attend your monthly trainings and do this over the next 2 to 5 years. Are you going to be working for the next 2 to 5 years anyway? Absolutely. Everybody is. How about put a little bit of time and energy and effort into your own business instead of building somebody else's dream? You're starting to build your own dream. Here's what you get. It's $1,250 a join. You're going to get $1,800 of value in this Platinum Pack. Products, tools, mentorship. We're going to help you go find 3 people. For your 3 people that joins the Platinum Pack, the company's going to pay you $400 each for that. It's $1,200 return. You've basically just got your investment back. Pretty amazing. Now, not only is this mentorship in this little system, your mentors are with you along the way. Training, helping, producing videos, tools to work with, events that we're able to listen and learn and grow. Now, let's talk about some other part of the money side of this deal. Okay, compensation. All right, here's the deal with this. This is an income disclosure statement. I'm actually going to shift right here. Sorry, we're going to do this. All right, clean sheet. Income disclosure statement. This is a publicly traded company. And these are the ranks right here of what we can achieve. This is the average monthly income earned by the different ranks in the company. Now, what I want to focus on right here, we're going to help you grow in this business. We're going to help you get to say the rank of Pro 3. Our goal is to do that in your first month or 2 in the business. Now, the average Pro 3 is making $580 a month. Would an extra $500 make a difference in your life? Would it help? You know, absolutely, right? You know what I think is kind of interesting about this number? It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but in that last major recession that we have, this little bit of money would have prevented over 90% of all the bankruptcies and foreclosures that happened in this country. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was just enough to take them over the edge. Now, we're going to help you get to the rank of a Pro 3. Matter of fact, the people that follow the system, they if they follow that system for 12 months consistently, they tend to fall somewhere within these ranks in the business, even up to here, right? Making $1,000, $2,000, up to $5,000, almost $6,000 a month in income. Do you see where that can start to really, really change for people, their financial future? This is residual. What I love about residual income, one thing that we all have in common is residual bills, right? Do your bills show up whether you want them to or not? Yeah, they do. And a lot of times they show up when you don't even want them to, right? There's not enough money in the bank account. Well, you got to pay the bills. How about with this business, we take a little bit of time and energy and we work hard. This is work, right? But it's work you can get paid for over and over and over again. And so what's cool about this is we go to work, we start helping you build a little bit of income here, and it replaces one of your bills. We build some more and it replaces another one. So every month you got a couple bills covered. We build a little bit further down, now your house payment's covered. It's like a free house. We keep building, we keep doing this deal. And pretty soon, all of your bills are paid for and you've got extra. Isn't that awesome? And you still maybe even have your job. You probably have your job still, you know? And that way you've got total extra coming in. Vacations, different things, putting away for retirement, actually planning for the future. Digging the well before you're thirsty so that when an event comes up, who knows what, maybe the car just breaks down. You've got something extra to cover that deal. So as you can see, as we continue to grow in this business, this is important. We help you get to Pro 3. Once you've learned how to get to Pro 3, do you think you could teach somebody else how to get to Pro 3? Absolutely. Well, find 5 people that you're doing this business with and help them go Pro 3, and you've moved to Pro 5. When you get to Pro 5, you think you can teach somebody else to go Pro 5. You've done the journey yourself. You led the way. We helped you get there, and we can help you go there. Help 5 people go Pro 5, and now you're Pro 7, making over $11,000 a month. Help 5 people go Pro 7, and you're a Pro 9. Keep doing that, and you get to Master Pro 10. Pretty awesome. All right, just to wrap this up here pretty quick, guys, let me just show you again. Here's the investment. Join us at Platinum Pack's $1,250 investment. It's a very, very small investment. Our monthly overhead's $200 a month. We're going to get paid 40% commission on any customer or distributor we sign up. On a Platinum Pack, your commission's $400. We help you do that with 5 people. You made $2,000. This is the royalty payout. Every month your people reorder product because we develop this network of people that consume and use this product. You're going to get paid commissions. Say we have 5 people. 5 people doing $200 a month, we make 2% on our first level, pays you $20. Those 5 know 5, right? So now we've got 25 people on this level. They're all doing their overhead. We make 5% residual there, $250. Plus this, 5 know 5, we're $125. They're each doing $200. 9% on our third level, $2,250 a month. That's where we really start making a difference, plus this. Now this duplicates again, 5 know 5. Now look what we're making. Over $8,000 a month in income right there. Do it one more time, keep building this business, and we're at $31,000. Holy cow. So now here's a cool thing of this too, dude. This is the residual income, guys. We get a matching bonus. Your personals, you match 10%. Theirs, you match 5%. 5 generations of matching bonus. This is a big deal. Nothing better than being able to teach and help somebody be successful, and then help them teach, and you continue to teach, and the further you reach down, you get to match all those checks. Imagine matching all of these people's checks here. That's a big deal. Hey, the last bonus I want to cover with you on compensation, guys, this is super strong, is the Elite Bonus Pool. Now, this Elite Bonus Pool is this. The company's going to take 4% of global sales and put it into a pool. When you hit these upper ranks of the company, the 7, 8, 9, and 10, we're going to share in 1% of sales, no matter where in the world our product is. The 8s, 9s, and 10 get a share of 2%. The 9s and 10s get a 3%, and the Pro 10s get 4% of global sales. It's like profit sharing. Think about this. All of these people in the company, not all of them are in your team. And no matter where they are in the world, no matter what time zone they're in, they're working and you're making money because you've helped to build this company to the level it is. So as you take a look at this, I hope you weigh out this decision carefully. I'm glad that I said yes when I could have said no. And when you take a look at these numbers, just think about this. Every person in the world here has this condition of oxidative stress. And as you saw in that video, it leads to things that are not good. And that gives us a huge market. We have the only product in the world that can lower that 40% in 30 days. And every month they order the product, you get paid again and again and again and again and again. So there's huge opportunity. If this makes sense to you, we're ready to go to work with you. And so last question I have for you is like, whose name do you want to put this business in? Yours or your wife's or a business name? What do you think? Awesome. Hey, thanks for your time. I'm glad you're going to join us. We look forward to working together.